Yes, even during a pandemic, moving to Chicago can definitely happen. I'm gonna give you 5 steps to make it easy, and one of them won't include rob at a bank. Let's go. I'm Anant Deoras, AD, a local realtor, and I absolutely love helping so many folks move and relocate to Chicago. Why don't you hit that subscribe button right below? Click that bell to be notified of all my future Living in Chicago videos. The governor of Illinois deemed real estate an essential service, so that's one of the first things right off the bat. It is essential. However, market activity has been down year over year. That's understandable, but there are still buyers and sellers transacting real estate. So step 1 in the 5 steps to make it easy would be doing a Zoom consult. And I know by now all of you are familiar with Zoom. I wish I bought the stock, right? We will do a 45-minute to an hour consultation, kind of discussing first what type of housing you want. Do you want to rent? Do you want to buy? We'll talk about the pros and cons of both. Matter of fact, I did a video, is it better to rent or buy? If you go in the description below, you can watch that video at your leisure. So that's the first step. Second step, we're also going to now kind of talk about your wants and needs, features, on exactly what you want. If you're doing a transfer and you figure you're going to be here for a little bit longer term, then of course it's probably best to consider buying. However, if this is going to be a short-term solution for you coming here and moving, relocating to Chicago, then of course I'll be more than happy to recommend renting for you. And finally, we want to talk about your monthly payment, because your monthly payment is going to dictate what your purchase power is. And so that will also be part of this step 1 Zoom consult. After the Zoom consult, this leads us to step 2 of moving to Chicago, 5 easy steps to make 5 steps to make it easy. The home search. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to have a pretty good idea after the consultation on what your type of home search is. We want to focus folks more on subtraction versus addition, to kind of make a short list of properties. That is the best way. And for a majority of those properties, as we're drilling down looking at the features, Matterport is a 3D tour. Another one is Real Vision. The name brand doesn't mean much. It's the technology that means. You can actually get a 3D representation. I would do another Zoom call with you and kind of walk you through the property. That's where a lot of people are doing is we're going more virtual than in person. So through the home search kind of fact finding, we will do subtraction versus addition. We will go and do a Zoom call through the tour of the property virtually, right? And as far as what specific portal to use, that doesn't mean much to me. I strongly prefer you use my MLS. I can have more filters in there if you want to pay a certain amount of taxes, a certain amount of assessments. If you're looking for condos, there's more filters and more granularity in the direct MLS search versus a Zillow or a Redfin or a Realtor.com. But ultimately, it's your decision. Actually, if you go in the description, I created a very simple kind of just a 3-part series. Part 1 is the home search, where I explain is if you use my MLS search directly or a website, whatever you feel comfortable. I want the consumer, I want the client, the buyer to feel more comfortable, the most comfortable. It doesn't matter. I'm not here to open doors. I'm here to be your advisor and consultant along the home buying journey. So that's step 2, home search. Step 3 is a lender Zoom consult. If we haven't already, I'm going to bring along my trusted lender partner to kind of reinforce the process, help answer any of your mortgage related questions. If you don't know and you need a refresher, going down in the description, I have the importance of the lender in the home buying process. Really, really important for you to watch that. Lender is extremely crucial, folks, in kind of understanding your financial wherewithal. So that lender, you can have that Zoom call privately if that's what you prefer, or the 3 of us will go on the Zoom call. We will talk, get your mortgage questions answered. We'll get you he'll explain to you the pre-approval process, what he needs from you. We want to make sure when we're, quote unquote, looking at properties, virtually, that we're looking at properties that are within your price range. So that is that importance of the lender in step 3. Step 4, folks, step 4, home tours. By now, We have the list of homes for you. We are highly focused and targeted by looking everything virtually. And home sellers, even motivated sellers, they don't really want you. They don't want a complete stranger in their home. I mean, they want to sell, but they don't want a stranger. They want to know first that buyer is very motivated, and two, that they're financially approved. And so by this point, that's why that step 3 is very important. We'll have you financially approved and we'll have you highly motivated, and then we will have the home tour. Now, depending on your schedule, we will either do that together. I may have to go to the properties that you liked and do it there, a walkthrough. It really depends on your schedule. However, if you are planning on being there, we of course are going to be following then current CDC guidelines. That means face mask. You saw that face mask in the beginning. I was kind of joking around, but not joking around when we go see the homes, folks. Right now in Illinois, as of May 1st, face masks are mandatory. So I will have the protective equipment for you, face masks, and if necessary, gloves, to make sure that the home tour is as comfortable as possible. Step 5, offer time. All right, it's time to celebrate. Offers are all done electronically, and of course I will walk you through. We can do, if necessary, another Zoom call, but it's pretty straightforward. I'll walk you through each element of the purchase agreement. If you have any questions at all, if this happens to be your first time buying, of course, happy to do a Zoom call, but all those offers, rest assured, is done electronically. No contact is needed. Earnest money, which is part of what's called consideration in a contract here in Illinois, that will also be delivered either through wire transfer from where you're located, or FedEx, and I'm happy to cover costs associated with either of those options. And as far as the purchase agreement and getting a little bit more information, what happens post-contract, go down in the description. I've got that final part of the 3-part series of the home buying process, attorney inspection review. It's right in the description. Take a look at that, watch that, highly educational. You can kind of understand what happens when the parties agree and they're under contract. COVID-19 pandemic has definitely raised the level of uncertainty nowadays. However, if you need to move to Chicago, my 5 ways to make it easy hopefully reduces that uncertainty. I'm Anant Deoras, AD, a local realtor. I'm so looking forward to hear from you. You can call, text, email me. My information is below in the description. I hope to hear from you soon.